Go. Hey, my legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review Book of Boba Fett, season one. Now, 7 episodes now. I probably would review this when I bought each other, but however, the last 2 weeks because of like bad weather, and then he got like a stomach bug last week, not COVID, nothing like that, but stomach bug. That we weren't able to hang out for 2 weeks. We're hopefully hanging out tomorrow. I'm gonna record this Thursday night, upload it Friday at noon. I have to work, and then always Saturday I'll be hanging with John again. Would be cool. Anyways, talking about the show. The show has been a kind of a disappointment to fans and stuff like that. They said they wanted it differently, more like him, like dressed up and shooting, and then John said it'd be like the Mandalorian. And the Mandalorian's awesome. This show not as much. Mostly you show him, and then he takes these baths and stuff like that to re-energize, right? And it's like it takes away some of the mystery. Like if he gets really beat up, well, he'll just get uh take a Boca bath or whatever it's called to get energized again, right? But you know, it's weird because the best episodes are the one without him in it, like episodes 5 and 6. And I mean, they brought the Mandalorian back, and they had like the Mandalorian Returns, and then the next one they had like Luke Skywalker with Grogu on there, and those are bad episodes. Even though there's no way Grogu should have had to choose between those two items, in my opinion. But they're just trying to get whenever he makes a win, you'll cry and stuff like that. But I don't want it to be a spoiler thing. But I mean, that happened in the show. And there's a scene towards the end where uh, this one guy said, "Well, I could give you an agreement or do a negotiation with you and and he wrote down this note in like 20 seconds. There's no way in hell he could have read that. One took me 2, 3, 4 minutes to write that. No way he would have jotted it down that quick. No way. I mean, like, it's like he wrote like 2, 3 paragraphs, very eloquent too. I didn't no way. Well, anyways, I mean, there's scenes where like you see him recuperating after he came back, and then like him training with the Tuscans. That was really cool. I like that a lot. That was really neat. And there's some neat stuff. And there's a scene where he was fighting in a kitchen. He's fighting these cooks and stuff like that. I thought that was really neat. And then there's one part. I mean, I would watch this episode with John. Show you how we think, right? That one chef had like, I mean, they were like, cutting up stuff to make food and stuff. And then he came in and started shooting them, right? But there was a scene where whenever he stopped with his 6 arms and they held him up, they started marching to him. I said, "Oh my God, Ray Harryhausen." And John said he thought the same thing. That might have been a nod to Ray Harryhausen. Just like there's a nod to the Untouchables, right? There's a scene where, like, they're basically Boba Fett took over Jabba Hutt's turf, right? And he wanted to make it safe for the people. And it's kind of like a mob type thing, sort of, with a Pike Syndicate running spice through there. Not, I mean, that's one they have in common, Dune, but running spice through there. They said, if you let us run spice through, you won't have any problems. Well, of course, they want to agree to that. And there's a scene that's right out of the Untouchables where, I mean, not frame by frame, but I mean, like, see one of these two guys coming, it's supposed to be like a neutral territory type thing. There's one bar that the show featured in there. And they come in, they sit down their stuff. They have like this, oh, I can't remember what it's called, like this box, right? Little box they were carrying. Wait, excuse me for a second. Hold on, see if we can get this. I don't know if you got that far. But I mean, this box you're holding, right? And then you see them sit down and you see them ordering 2 drinks, right? And then they, like a minute or so later, they walk away and one lady's looking at them. And then this robot says, "Hey, excuse me, sir, you forgot your thing." And then you see a big explosion. That was pretty much out of the Untouchables, right? I mean, I haven't seen Untouchable in years, but I remember I seen one, but it was a little girl and like, he left the thing and goes, "Hey, sir, you forgot your briefcase." Boom. But that was more graphic because that was an R-rated movie. This was pretty tame, though. I mean, they're trying to go. I mean, it says TV 14, but yeah, that sounds about right. It's a lot tamer though. I mean, but the show, I mean, the best episodes were the two episodes. Like my friend from work, he said like it seemed like they uh he told me it seemed like Disney was like saying like I mean they might not have the best show, so we're just throwing like Luke Skywalker, Grogu, and the Mandalorian to spice it up some. It's not a bad show. There's lots of really cool stuff I like it, but I mean, with I mean, there's gonna be saturation, just like whenever Alien Covenant came out, right? This one critic said Ridley Scott is watering down his own series, right? I mean, I don't think with Star Wars there's so many different stories, but I mean, the way you can say it's watering down, like really spreading the story out with all these different TV shows plus the movies and stuff. Not everyone's gonna be a hit. I mean, not everyone's gonna be super fantastic. There might be some great ones and then some so-so ones, and this was an okay one, still pretty decent. Uh I was gonna give it a six, but I'd probably give it a very mild 7 out of 10. 'Cause, I mean, whenever they had introduced the other characters, I mean, when they introduced me, whenever they had about it, it was much better. But I mean, I thought it was still a good show, and I enjoyed it. I mean, John and I were going to be reviewing it together, but I mean, I saw this one, you know, I saw the last one. Oh, and then, I mean, but sometimes there's things I don't really like. Like, he had this motorcycle gang, and they're trying to be too cutesy, and they're kind of like the Power Rangers in a way, because each bike had a different color, like Power Rangers. Like, yeah, give me a break. You're trying to be a little too cutesy. But I mean, it still was an alright show. I give it a 7 out of 10. So I hope you like this video. Bye. Till next time, please take care, Emily. Yeah, good. Awesome. I don't think I can hear the wind outside. I mean, the weather is really crazy because we had temps in the 56 and stuff like that, and now with rain and stuff, now it's gonna get below freezing again. There's gonna be a ton of ice. That's gonna suck. Anyways, hope you like the video. Bye. Till next time, please take care, Emily.